with us at the Euros as well. What a guy. And, I'm surprised you're leaving Jesse Lingard out of the 7. He's in that 7 for you.
It's a difficult one, Aid, isn't it? And I think he has been superb for West Ham. But it's just... I mean, I look at all the other players who can play in a similar role to him. We've got so many. We've got so many. So it's just... Are you taking him for the taking him's sake because he's finished well? Or
Is he good enough? Yeah, I think he is. But is he a good tourist? That he is. And if you take him out, I think that deflates the squad a little bit too much.
You might be right. Listen, it can go either way. It's just the way I look at it, and I look at the squad, and I think he'll want to have Jordan Henderson there when you're talking about a leadership group and players that could take players with them. And I think Jordan Henderson, he sees him. Horse, he wouldn't have picked him in this squad.
Okay, I mean, Henderson hasn't played for 3 months.
But if he proves he's fit this next week, there's no way he's not going to pick him. Or he wouldn't have picked him in this 33. He would have said, listen, I can't pick him. He's not been available. So I'm not picking him in the 33. To put him in the 33, someone like Jordan Henderson, then to leave him out, that'd be like Hoddle when he left Gaza out.
Which was the right decision.
But look at what carried on after that.
What, Hoddle got his room smashed up? But Hoddle had said to Gaza, I mean, with this, he did an interview on talkSPORT recently. Hoddle had said to Gaza, prove that you're fit. Months before the decision was told to Gaza, prove that you're fit, get yourself ready, get yourself fit, concentrate on doing the right things, and he just didn't do any of that. So I don't know how he could be in that squad. As much as we wanted him to be the Gaza of 96 or 90, it just wasn't the case. I just wonder if Gareth Southgate's going to say about Jordan Henderson, well, Jordan's just going to jog up and down the sideline a little bit, and he'll probably try to join in. Let's see. Just very quickly on the how
still can't get on.
I know that's what, for those who are wondering, that's what Solskjaer said about Harry Maguire training tonight ahead of the Europa League final live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. With regard to the groups and England's progress, Group D is England, Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland. If England win that group, it is correct that they play second place in Group F. Group F is Germany, France, Portugal, Hungary. Now, if England finish second in their group, they play the team that finishes second in Group E, and Group E is made up of Spain, Poland, Sweden, and Slovakia. So I know that we sometimes plot, is it better to finish second or first or whatever? In this case, it's clearly better to finish second, isn't it? Or is it? I mean, isn't it? Am I being ridiculous?
But are we good enough to make sure we finish second? Come on, mate. You know what it's going to be normally like. We'd only slip in a couple of draws somewhere, don't we?
Well, mate, everybody's saying Scotland's going to be easy. Scotland players suddenly turn into Messi and Ronaldo when they play England. They score worldies. We shall see. Well, we only drew 2-2 at Hampden last time we played them. Freddie's an Arsenal fan. What do you want to say, Freddie? You're on talkSPORT.
Afternoon, boys. Fantastic show.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, in regards to the squad, I think that's probably about as good as the squad that he's going to get. But do I get excited about it? In all honesty, I can't get excited while Southgate's in charge. The reason why I say that is because of I feel he's a negative style manager. And I mean, if I'm to compare it to anything, the closest thing I can think of is 2002 World Cup. You had a team full of, let's face it, world-class stars like Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham, all that lot, but Sven didn't know how to play them together. And, we know how that ended up for us. And I just feel that this is going to be exactly the same thing.
Freddie, did you get excited when England got to the semi-finals in 2018?
Yeah, of course.
Well, Southgate was in charge then, so how is it hard to get excited?
Well, if semis is all we want, then keep Southgate in charge.
Of course it's not all we want, but you came on and said it's hard to get excited with Southgate in charge. And then you've admitted you did get excited
when
with Southgate
Trippier scored that free kick. We were bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, no, you are right. I did get excited, but what I'm saying is that I just think, personally, Southgate's too negative of a manager with all the attacking flair that we've got, and he's still going to play two holding midfielders.
He may well do that, and it may be frustrating. And if we go out playing that way and being too negative, he will be judged on that, and I believe that he will no longer be the England manager. If you are not able to use these attacking, talented players that we've got to make an entertaining and goal-scoring England team, then you're going to be judged on that.
And there's loads of them. Sancho, Greenwood, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Mount. I mean, it's Sterling. I mean, it's so hard to pick.
James is a West Ham fan. How you doing, James?
Good, thanks, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to say that overall I'm excited about the England squad. I think we've got a really good team, and actually for the first time in my lifetime we're going into a tournament, and I actually think we've got a realistic chance of winning it. Having said that, though, and in fairness, I understand it's a 33-man squad, so there's always going to be people who are in that, and you sort of think, you know, why are they there? But there are a couple of names that you sort of think are a bit strange. I mean, people like Godfrey and White, you know, they're a bit bizarre. I was also a little bit surprised about Mason Greenwood being in the squad, just in the sense that he hasn't really sort of been a world beater this season. I don't really think he's lived up to all the hype that...
Oh, he has done the last 8 or 9 weeks. I think he's been pretty special.
Well, 8 or 9 weeks, yeah. And, you know, don't get me wrong, he's had his moments. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Okay, I'm not saying he's a bad player. But when you look at the other sort of... going back to your earlier point about the whole sort of versatility thing and things like that, you know, look at players, and maybe this is just my own bias because I'm a West Ham fan, but you look at players like Mikel Antonio who, you know, if it wasn't for the fact there was injuries, would probably have overshadowed Greenwood if we're looking at things like goals and things, and can play absolutely everywhere, you know.
I'm amazed. I mean, Antonio, I think, has been a bit unlucky. I'll give you that. But I'm looking at Mason Greenwood, the talent he's got, the way he plays, what he brings.
Both feet, needs half a chance.
Wow, I'm amazed that somebody is kind of thinking that he shouldn't be in this conversation. Amazed.
And he's rewarded Ben Godfrey because he has been one of Everton's best players. And he's played all along that back line. So he probably deserves to be in the 33. I think he won't make the cut, though.
He's had goal involvements galore. I mean, I know stats can divide people, but some people go by them. Premier League goal involvements for Mason Greenwood, 17. That's the second highest for any player under the age of 21. Highest is Phil Foden, of course. So ahead of any foreign under 21 players like Havertz and Torres and Neto and all those. I mean, his figures do stand up. If figures are your thing, if stats are your thing, they stand up. But even if you, just like me, you just watch the way a player plays, Mason Greenwood is absolutely the real deal. It's frightening to think how good he could be in about 5 years' time.
That's why I'll take him.
It blows my mind.
I don't think he wants to give him experience. I think he'll be one of those players with a 26 who will benefit because of it.
And he's made over 100 appearances already for Man United. I mean, this kid is the real deal. I believe he has to be in the 26-man squad. This is talkSPORT.